Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now we're going to do something easy today on our bead Tuesday. I've cut this piece out of a doily, and I'm just going to add some beads to it and keep the shape of it, I hope. Don't cut all that off yet, I'll cut this bit off too. We're in Australia and it is a nice day. We're all very tired because the neighbours up us through this morning decided to let off firecrackers or something, and it was not good. I couldn't go back to sleep, so they're over there sleeping now. That's good of them, isn't it? It's nearly lunchtime here. So I'm going to put this down here, and then I'm going to try and figure out what we want to put on it to decorate it. So with beads, of course, so we can have a nice beaded piece. Now I've got long beads because I think I'm going to use some long beads, and then I've got little ones that I can traipse down there. I don't know if anybody's interested in this, but I thought this is what I want to do today. I have a lot of things that I'm working on at the moment, and also we're going to be adding some sequences. So if people, or sequins, I don't know whether it's sequences or maybe it is. So I'm using a bead needle, which is a size between 10 and 13 is the sizes that I use, and just an ordinary sewing thread off the, well, this is Gutermann's sewing thread, because I like to use that. I feel that the embroidery thread might just split too much as you keep pulling it through the bead. Now, because they're glass mostly, yes. So anyway, I've got these sequins, but I really like the idea that they're that colour. I've got lots of them, but I like those ones. I like the orange, but then I can't put that on there because that'll be wrong, seriously. So let's just get something from here. And there's some lighter colour ones in this one. Lighter colours. Okay, I've got some nice blue. There's nice blue ones. And here's an apricot colour. That's a nice one. And then I love to use these. Since, I don't know if I showed you, but I ordered these nice little, tiny little crystally ones a while back. I got them not too long ago. Probably can't even see them. They're there, but they're pretty. I've got the yellow, pink. I thought I had blue. I got purple in the blue pot there. I thought I had 4 colours. Never mind. It's only 3. It doesn't matter. I might have put them in a different box. Let me see. I'll be over here. No, they're not in there. Righto. And I do like to use these bugle beads too, so, which are the long ones, because I think they add a lot of interest, on your work as well. And I have different colours in there. The red ones might be a bit too bright for me today. I have these nice pink ones in here, so I might use some of those. But let's do this now. So we need to put on, I'm going to just put on a couple of beads just to fasten it down, because I haven't. It's up to you whether you want to sew yours down first or not. Just put some tacking stitches around it. If I spend time doing that, then that takes up your viewing time, because as usual, Sonia's not much on time today. Actually, I could put the sequins down here, couldn't I? Down there and down there and down there and down there. That's an idea. Now I've got a knot. Good. So we'll do. I'll put the sequins on down there. I'm going to get these purple ones too. It just depends how colourful you want to make this one, I suppose. It just depends on yourself. These are bright, and I'll show you. I don't think I'll use that though. Yeah, they're too bright for me. It just depends what I'm making, you see. It just depends what I'm making. This is I'm trying to be. You go through your sequence now, because it looks like it's actually a tiny wee bit cup shape, just a tiny wee bit. You can get all different sorts. I've got some with like a flower shape one. They're like a flower. flower shaped, and then the bigger ones like this, blue ones, they're huge. And then there's gold ones, which I just noticed, and I thought, well, that looks good too. I do like the gold. I think the gold would be more impressive if I put the gold on. So you put a sequin on, okay, and then you put a bead on. Now there's different ways you can sew your sequins on, so I'll show you them as we go along, I suppose. So I've got that on there, and then I'm going to use a lighter colour bead on the top of it. Better shut this because I don't want it all going everywhere. All good sizes in this one, but not the colour I'm after. I think we'll get someone out of here. I'm packing them up there and I think they're going to fall and sit them on top of something. I might use these. These look good, won't they? These pink ones. They're very small, but you can do it. And you can only just see it too. And then you don't go through the bead, you go back through the sequin, okay? Just go back through the sequin. There you go. Now I might have to come down a tiny bit because no, I might go back up there. I'm thinking how much space it's going to take up, but I'm just thinking that's only going to be a half. That's in the middle of the sequence, so you only need a half the sequin up the top there. Did I move them? And I did. Goodness me. Have I got them under here? Yeah, there they are. Right. We've got some. Nobody panic. No, there's no gold. All right. Hit the gold ones out, Sonya. Some gold colour. They're not, you buy these on AliExpress, they're not that expensive. I got these on, they were on a string of beads, but there was a real lot of them together, so it just looked like one long orange bead, but it was sequins, so it was tricking me. But it didn't matter, because I was quite happy with them. So go into the bottom part of the cup of the sequins and push it on there. Get yourself a nice little bead and put on the top of that. And then we can't see this very well. It doesn't matter, does it? It'll be nice. And then go back down in there like that. It's not very, I think we'll take it out, eh? I bet you thought Sonya's going to pull that out for sure. I want something we can see. I need to show you so you can see what we're doing, don't we? I just cut the knot off there because I wanted to. Okay, we'll do a different colour so you can see it. I'm going to move this part round here because I don't want to get my cotton caught up in it. So here we go again. Oops. Ah dear. Yeah, well, it's been a day. It's been a day. I have been collecting up so much nice stuff, something for working on my wool embroidery that I want to do. I'm working with wool anyway, whether it's wool embroidery or not, it doesn't matter. Will I use that and the blue? That'll lift it up a bit, won't it? Give me this blue one out of here. I got a real lot of these blue beads, and gee, they're pretty, aren't they? That looks better. I'm going to put the pink one on, and then the blue one on. And when I finish making this, I can make a mobile phone bag out of it. Couldn't I? A pouch or something, couldn't I? Yes. Put maybe mobile phone pouch out of this, if I wanted to, which I wouldn't put mine in there because I wouldn't be able to find the pouch or the phone. Anyway, one sequin and one bead. Then just go down behind. Don't go through the bead, just go through the sequin. Okay. Righto. Now come up here. If you can find yourself a nice piece of lace, you know, that you can follow the design on, and you can make something out of it. So if you can't see this, I should bring that home a bit further, shouldn't I, really? As long as I don't keep getting out of the shot. Here we go. and just down through the sequin, not the bead. I mean, I might have to just move it up a tiny bit so it's resting on the one before it. So you've got a nice little row of them up in there. Okay. One sequin. Come here. And we'll put a bead on. That looks cool, doesn't it? I don't know how far I'll take that down, whether I'll keep going down around the edges or not with it. Around here, or not. I might just do this next one. And then I'll need to get a another piece to show you how to sew on the sequins besides this way. Okay. So we'll put that one on like that. Don't you think that looks ducky? So far so good. Yeah. And these ones here I could probably fill in with a lot of little beads or something. I'll go up there. Maybe I could put some going down that way. Okay, let's try that. And then in here I've got some little long ones, so they're sort of, oh dear, I don't think you can see that either. See, they're sort of long. Yep. Tiny ones. We can get something a little bit more substantial so we can see it. These open up. This was actually a piece of jewellery or something that I've pulled apart here that I've got these off of. These pinky ones. So we can go into that bead. I'm using the more pinker one, and then I can go take it right over here to the edge, the stitch over here to the edge of it. Okay, keep coming up in the same place here, and then go down to this side. Hopefully I can get an even amount on this, or an amount that will fit in there probably. Put that down there like that. Put that in. No. You come up through the middle again. I'm going to come straight down the centre now, because then I'll put one either side of it, eh? You reckon that'll fix it? It'll all be right by then. You think that'll all fit? I might even have to... Will we get the other two in there? Should do. Take them in the middle. That made it move over a bit, didn't it? There's one in the middle. Down in there. Alright. Alright, come on, sit nicely now. Don't tell me I've got to put another one in there. I might have to. Whatever fits, I suppose. Another one. Well, the trouble with that was, I started out with a very small section here, expected the whole width for that to go in there. That didn't work, did it? So I'm happy to take it out. I really am. Make sure them other ones don't fall off. Keep your piece of thread over there. Okay, righto people, that wasn't not a good idea. I tried to stuff too many in there, didn't I? Oh, my eyes are giving me a hard time too. I'm supposed to go to the eye doctor tomorrow, but I don't feel like doing that. Not actually the doctor. I'm just going to have my glasses redone, which I probably need to do. But you know how sometimes you don't really want to do anything? I know where I can put these. Along those strips there. Maybe. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to get another piece of fabric. Another bit that we've been working on. Where did I put those? Here. And I'm going to put on some sequins and show you how to attach them, because sometimes people don't know. You know, there's so we've got this piece here. We can use the ideas for the sequins, okay? Now we'll do some gold ones, I suppose. We can put there's a bit of thread there from that little one I've done now. I haven't ended that off yet, but I will, hopefully, not forget. Okay, so we're going to put a knot in that, Sonia? No, you didn't. Put a knot in your cotton, right? Now you can do the one, put the bead on, okay? You can do it like this, if you just want a sequin. You can just do it like that, okay? And you go out to the side, like so, righto. And you come up through the middle, and you can go out to the side again. Now you can do that twice, like either like that, or you can keep going around and do a couple more stitches if you want to. Right, so that's pretty easy, isn't it? You just put another one here. I'm just decorating this up while we're going along. Just put through the back. That one take and just go down to the side of the sequin. Come up in the middle again. If I can find the middle. Come up to the come up on the side, Sonia. That'll work better. And go down in the middle there, okay? And then I'll do another one up here. You'll never believe what I'm going to do now. I decided not to make that cover, wall hanging thingy, too big. I was looking at the schedule last night for the show, and there's nothing that suits what I'm going that one. So there's a wall hanging, but it's not, you know, they don't want some giant thing. So I've decided that I'm going to make it on. I'm going to do my crazy patchwork 5 inches by 5 inches. Same, I think, what's the name, Terry, you've done yours like that, I don't know. And I'm going to do that, okay? Actually went and tore all the calico last night to put for background, and then decided that that was the wrong size because I did them 5 by 5. I need them 6 by 6 so I can have seam allowance. So I'm going to go and have to tear that today. So that's okay, I'm good with that, and get it ready, cut it, and you know, get it the right size. So I'm going to do that. Now, you can make a string of sequins as well yourself, or you can buy them on a string, but we'll make them on a string and we'll put them down, how about down here onto this, righto? So what colour do I want now to do that with? The gold one. I'm still using the gold anyway, so I suppose it'll work. Doesn't really matter. So you put that one down, right, and you go down in there, you get another one, another sequin. You have to come up first before you put it on. I think Sonia's forgot. Anyway, at least I'm honest. I mean, come on, which way does it go? Back to. You put it on so it comes back up over that one. So come back up in here at the end of it, at the outside of your sequins, right? And you put this one on, maybe where that thread went down is not quite right here. So that goes there, right? Now this piece of thread will go down the outside of your sequin, there. and then come up. You got to come up a bit down below it, I think. Can you? I'm sorry, people. Will you just let me have a go to see how it works? I've forgot now. I forgot how to put it on. It's got to come out. There must be them people over there drilling away again today. You do it like this, so you got. They go on a line. So you want to come up at the bottom at the base of that one and put it on so it's lapping over the top of that one, and then down over there. This makes sense? Hopefully you get it. And then a little bit down. I'll go a little bit down, not too far, because we want them to lap over one another to make a. This could be a nice line of sequins. I could make a border or something if you haven't got them already joined together, because you can buy them joined together. Whoops, he flipped the wrong way. You flip him back over that way. Righto. This could be completely wrong, but it looks, well, it doesn't matter about the technique as long as the outcome is right, as far as I'm concerned. I used to think that too when I was helping the kids with their maths homework, but they have to work it out a certain way. If you don't work it out a certain way, you don't get it. And even if you get it right, because we had an easier way of working it out, I thought, when I was at school. I was pretty, I don't know how, but I didn't do too bad in my maths class. But as far as when you'd help the children to get theirs, and they'd say, no, teacher said it was wrong because you didn't work it out properly, Mum. Right, that's nice. And that was only when my son was young, pretty much. I think I helped him a bit. The girls were pretty good. They didn't really need me help with their work. Look at that. See, that looks pretty cool once you get the hang of it, doesn't it? You could make a caterpillar out of that, put his little legs down the bottom, okay? That'd be good if I'd have laid him that way. I should have done that, shouldn't I? So we could have put him on like that. But you can use it this way, you can use him that way, and you can use him with a bead in, okay? And that's pretty cool. I like it. You could do all different colours too if you had different colours and made that interesting. I'll make a caterpillar out of it. I think I have done before. You just need two little legs, two straight stitches here and here and here and here, all the way along there, and then put a little eye there, put a little eye on that, and two feelers, okay? Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I'm sorry this was a bit not really that grand today, I suppose, but as long as he's learnt something, that's what we need, don't we? Anyway, so take care, everybody. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed that. I suppose it's stitching, isn't it? And I've done different sorts of stitching. What did I do with the piece that I started? Oh, here. Yeah, so we can do it on the lace, and that'll make that look really pretty, won't it? It's adding a sequence. We are adding a sequence. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.